Amicus animus.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
I'm sorry about what happened to your master.
Master? Friend? I stayed with him until I knew he was gone. I'll never forget him. But I'm glad to have met you.
Yes?
I need you in my party. Will you travel with us?
Darling, I thought you'd never ask. Lead on.
Yeah?
Come on, we're heading out.
Let's go, go, go.
The goblins still infest the roads. As long as their leaders live, Zevlor's people are trapped.
How does it feel to be a devil?
It's said that anyone who bathes in the river of blood emerges as one born anew. It's a lot like that, I imagine. I feel the weight of these horns on my head, curling upwards like a mammoth's tusks. I feel these ridges snaking down my neck. Not to mention a few bumps and prongs in unmentionable places. But I haven't seen my reflection just yet. Be my mirror. What do you see?
I see the blade of frontiers. No more and no less.
It's because you know the heart lurking under the horns. The people will see a curiosity. Maybe even a beast hungry for their souls. But I will slay their monsters, keep them safe, and one day they will see the Blade of Frontiers again.
You should get out of this pact.
A possibility that's kept me awake countless nights. But I don't have a clue where to start, other than play her games and play by the rules. That's the only language devils listen to.
There must be some loophole in the contract that lets you out.
There could well be. She has the blighted thing. What I know of it is simply what has engraved itself upon my memory. My contract is very clear. I can bring Mazora no harm. She'll have to let me out of my pact willingly. The only way out is if I can out-bargain her. We're standing here with nothing but the clothes on our backs and the worms in our heads.
We can beat her, if we put our worms together.
We can. I'm sure of it. How glad I am that you see me as more than my patron's pet.
Biting flies. Midges. Ugh. Shouldn't nature be beautiful and serene? It looks so nice in the upper city parts.
Upper City, huh? Swish. Never spent much time there myself.
I'll happily take you, if we survive this bug's banquet.
Sounds good. I've always been curious what a patriarch looks like.
Goblins. I can smell trouble ahead. The pig's dead, my friend. Staring at it won't bring it back. Come on. We'll never fix these brainworms if we stop and gawk at every piece of carrion you find.
These marks are strange. Do you recognize them?
It's been drained of blood with wounds in its neck. It's been killed by a vampire. I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to worry you. They are ferocious creatures. But don't worry. I'll keep watch tonight. We won't have to worry about nocturnal visitors. Now please, let's go.
As much love as...
Get over there! Surround him like!
I know you're there. Show yourselves.
You spotted us. Good. It's like they say. No fun in skewing a pig what doesn't know he's cooked.
I don't want any trouble.
And I didn't want to be stuck mopping up nosy trespassers like you. Ain't no one getting their way today.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
Just let me by and we'll pretend this never happened.
Suppose it's best to save our strength for a real threat. Go on then. Just keep your nose clean.
Look what we got here! Another little birdie wanting to fly! Stop this thing! Flap those wings some more, and I'll feed you a worm. And you! Hope you got a stomach for heights!
What the hells are you doing?
What's it bloody look like? We're teaching this here pipsqueak to fly.
Let me rephrase that. Why are you doing this?
'Cause it makes me laugh.
Fun's over. Release the gnome at once.
You want this little cave lurking what's it? Find your own. He's ours!
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
All of you lot against one deep gnome. You should go find a better target.
I reckon we could do better than this run, eh? We're leaving.
What about the gnome? Ain't we supposed to bring him to...
I said we're leaving! There's plenty of sport and rich pickings out there for us. Move it! Fresh meats. Scared meats. Yes.
Come on, untie me. Come on, untie me.
Cut me loose!
Bag of Camara. Those pustulant thugs. Well, get on with it.
Get on with what?
You saved me, now you'll extort me. That's how this works, yes?
You owe me nothing.
Nothing?
I'd rather know how you got caught.
My own fault, really. I should have dropped my pack and outrun those bastards. Alas. Take my pack, if you can find it. The only reason those goblins caught me was its weight. I'll travel lightly from now on.
You're a little far from home for a deep gnome.
Ignorance is alive and well, it seems. Deep gnomes aren't restricted to the Underdark, you know. I've lived in Baldur's Gate for years. I'm in search of a friend. I fear he's in trouble. See this? I gave it to him years ago before I left home. I found it around the neck of a thug in the lower city. It was speckled with blood. My friend, nowhere to be found. But I still have hope. I have reason to believe he's in the Underdark. Hopefully, I'll pick up his trail from there. I always help my friends. On that note, I bid thee farewell. If we should meet again, well, we will have met again.
My, what manner of place is this? A path to redemption? Or a road to damnation? Hard to say, for your journey is just beginning. What would suit the occasion? The words to a lullaby, perhaps. The mouse smiled brightly. It outfoxed the cat. Then down came the claw. And that, love, was that. They do know how to write them in Cormier, don't they? Well met, I am Raphael. Very much at your service.
Pleasure. I'm Tav.
Charmed, I'm sure, in more ways than one. We should have a chat, you and I, but not here. This quaint little scene is decidedly too middle of nowhere for my tastes. Come. There, middle of somewhere.
I don't like this at all.
Can you be more specific than somewhere?
The House of Hope, where the tired come to rest and the famished come to feed lavishly. Go on, partake, enjoy your supper. After all, it might just be your last.
What makes you say that?
Call it a ninth sense. What's better than a devil you don't know? A devil you do.
Fuck. A Cambion.
Am I a friend? Potentially. An adversary? Conceivably. But a savior? That's for certain.
What makes you think I need saving?
Come now, why play hard to get when you're in deep over your tadpoled head? One skull, two tenants, and no solution in sight. I could fix it all, like that.
You're mad if you think I'll make a deal with a devil.
And what is madness but a denial of reality? Still, I have a feeling you'll change your mind before it's changed for you. Try to cure yourself, shop around, beg, borrow, and steal. Exhaust every possibility until none are left. And when hope has been whittled down to the very marrow of despair, that's when you'll come knocking on my door. Hope. Such a tease.
That's what separates us from the devil, soldier. They think our greatest strength is a weakness.
Take me back. After that, I never want to see you again.
By all means, bite the hand that feeds you, while you still have teeth. All those pretty little symptoms, sundering skin, dissolving guts, they haven't manifested yet, have they? One might say you're a paragon of luck. I'll be there when it runs out.
The Devil with the Silver Tongue. An old fairy tale my father read to me. The kind with a hero, a villain, and a moral. A farmer made a deal with the devil, so the story goes. In exchange for the farmer's dearest fruit, the devil granted him a bottomless coin purse. The farmer's dearest fruit, naturally, was no apple nor peach, but his beloved daughter. We can learn a lot from fairy tales, don't you think?
With the right teacher, yes. What are your thoughts on the devil, Will?
Refuse him no matter how tempting the offer, no matter how delicious the feast he lays out for you. The cost's always too great.
Don't worry, I have no interest in a devil's deal.
That's because you still have hope. But when he becomes your last hope, remember this. He'll require of you only what you're least ready to part with. And then require more still. You might think you'd give up anything for a cure. But the devil won't take just anything. He'll take everything.
Can't believe that devil just took us into the hells with a snap of his fingers. If I see him again, I'll wring his neck.
Was that the hells? How could you tell?
I could just feel it. Evil radiating out of every bloody apple. Raphael was his name, right? He's trying to lure us into a game he knows we can't win. I'm not playing. Glad you're not either.
Now there's a bloody devil trailing after us. Well, this gets better and better. Shop around, he said. He seems sure we won't find anything. And he might be right. We've had no luck so far.
He's not. We still have options.
Maybe. But all that, take your time, I'll wait, nonsense. He's playing with us. He reminds me of, well, someone I used to know. Someone that liked to play with people. Creatures like them don't play games unless they know they can win.
We're not his playthings. We'll show him that.
Maybe. But he's not the only one spinning a web for us. This is no ordinary mind flayer parasite. Who tampered with it, and why? What do they have planned for us? And why are we important enough that a devil comes knocking on our door? If we find those answers, we might have a chance.
Something tore right through these people. They didn't.
The creature's eyes roll back in its head, equal parts bliss and agony. She'd eaten, feasted, and yet, looking into her eyes, you can see it wasn't enough. She's still hungry.
Come, see! My flesh becomes new flesh!
You hear what comes next before you see it. The sharp snapping of bones and a yelp of pain as her body starts to twist and undulate. The realization hits you. That stench wasn't the dead. You can sense that the hyena's very flesh is desecrated. Gnolls, vicious, monstrous humanoids can spawn from the corpses of dying hyenas. Slowly, her broken body starts to calm, to stop its wild contortions. She lies still.
Flesh inside is quiet. Flesh inside is dead. Murderer!
As the life fades from her eyes, the gnoll within her dies too, stillborn.
This will do nicely.
place is overrun with gnolls.
They do have a way of popping up when least expected.
This place reeks of blood. Let's go, before more join us.
Cut it out.
Nothing to worry about.
Please, no more. Leave us in peace, and we shall leave you in kind.
Cut the crap, Anders. I know what you are.
Don't let her hurt us. Please, we just want to go home.
Karlach, these people seem harmless.
They serve the archdevil Zariel. Biggest liar in all the realms. Seems her servants have picked up some of Mummy's tricks. Believe me, these sneaky fucks won't stop till they have me hog-tied at her feet.
It isn't true. Half of us are badly injured, the other half dead. I admit we ambushed you. An assignment from our god, Tyr. We thought you a devil, and with your flames you proved us right. But Tyr will not consign us to our death. He is merciful. Leave us, and we'll leave you.
Enough of this charade. I know who you really are.
Enough! Enough! I'll not play pretend anymore. Karlach, you're going home in pieces if needs must. And you'll soon learn what it means to ally yourself with the likes of this garbage.
Avernus was never my home. It was my prison. I'm free now. And I'm never going back! Tactical.
Let's have some fun. A better position.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
More!
Making my move.
Fuck them. Fuck Zariel. I won't go back. I'm never going back. And if any of Mummy's little friends want to pick up where the others left off, they'll find nothing but a pile of ash.
Zariel won't get near you again. We'll make sure of that.
That's right, she won't. She can't. She couldn't even lay a finger. That ought to do it. Whew. Had to let off a little steam after facing off with those ignots. Granted, the fire's lasting a little longer than it should. How do I look?
Like you should have melted a long time ago. How can you stand it?
Honey, I could go all night. Hear that? Infernal engine for a heart. Lets me burn as hot as the hells. Seems to be running in overdrive since I left Avernus. Won't be seeing my mechanic anytime soon, so I'll just make the most of the extra heat. Just don't get too close, till I've found a way to calm it down.
How the hells did you get an infernal engine for a heart?
High pain tolerance, and a dynamic duo of truly shitty bosses. But it's a bit early in the game to be getting into tragic backstories. Let's save the Scar show for later, after we've worked up an appetite for tragedy. Meanwhile, I'll need to find someone who can tune up my engine sooner rather than later. Believe me when I say this thing is hot. The first time I faced down those paladins, they let slip there was an infernal mechanic in the area. A tiefling. He might be able to stabilize things, if I can find him.
Wonder if they meant Damon, a tiefling weaponsmith.
A weaponsmith, huh? Not sure if he's the guy, but I'd love to find out. A tune-up would do this rusty heart a world of good.
Smoke. Something's burning.
He of the unsleeping eyes, grant me the might to carry this burden. Grant me the faith to face darkness without fear. Steel our blades and temper our hearts for the battles in this life and next.
May I ask what happened here?
A massacre. Drow and goblins slaughtered the lot. Please, just leave me be.
He is at rest now.
He should never have been here in the first place. I'm the one that talked him into joining the Fist.
I hear shouting. Someone needs help.
Keep pushing! Duke Ravengard could be inside. On count of 3. 1, 2.
Ravengard? He's here.
Yes! Now make yourself useful! Push, damn it! Push!
Inside! Hurry! We don't have much time! We hear you! Stay where you are! We don't have much time! Find out!
Come! I'm afraid proper thanks must wait.
Councillor Floric, are you all right?
Will, by the main God, what's become of you?
A story best left for calmer days. Now breathe deeply. Are you in pain?
Scorched throat. A few hairs singed off. Nothing a bit of time and fresh air can't cure. Gauntlet, a new duty calls. Drow have taken Grand Duke Alder Ravengard westward, if my eyes and ears can be believed. Report to the Manor and send for reinforcements. We must find the Duke. On your command, Councillor.
No, it can't be. You mean they've taken my...
Yes, Will. The Drow have your father.
Ravengard. I know that name.
As well you should. He is the great champion of the Council. Commander of the Flaming Fist, the binding force holding Baldur's Gate together.
Without him, the city faces collapse. In fact, I fear that may have been the intention of those who abducted him.
Will, you must hold little love for your father. But please, find him and return him to the city.
Trust us to see it through, Councillor.
I'll travel west and rescue Duke Ravengard.
Thank you. When the Grand Duke returns to the city, he'll hail his only son, a hero.
Go. You should pick up the Drow trail with ease. I will seek reinforcements and join you when I can.
Remember, Will, courage is found in the battle against fear, not in the defeat of it.
So Father said. I won't soon forget.
Fist to work.
Shit. You can put distance between you and yesterday, but you'll never leave it fully behind. Father's words. Hard to argue with them. Floric spoke true. I'm a Grand Duke's son.
Well, he's not just any Grand Duke.
He's Baldur Ravengard, the most influential duke in the city.
Curious. I'd heard Duke Ravengard's son left the city.
You heard right. My father and I were close once upon a time, until he disowned me and cast me out of Baldur's Gate. I can't tell you more. The pact forbids it. My lips are quite literally sealed. He made me an exile. That said, I'm not about to let him suffer at the hands of his captors.
What do you think the Drow want with your father?
I've been asking myself the same question. What makes a Duke of Baldur's Gate so interesting to the Drow? Even the houses of Men's Oberanzen would have little use for my father. No, this is no Drow plot. These absolute nutters, these true souls are behind his abduction. His absence alone will sow chaos in the city. If they were to infect him, he could lead Baldur's Gate to ruin. All the more reason to find him. The Absolute has seized not just my father, but the future of the Sword Coast.
You shouldn't keep secrets like this from me, Will.
I know, and you're right. My story is one of two men. The Blade of Frontiers, a man hunting the fiends who prey on the weak and claw at the coast. And Will Ravengard, a memory of a memory. A man who belongs to the past. I wanted you to know the Blade, not the shadow he left behind.
The sheep's voice warbles. You realize it's trying to say bar.
Tell me about this place, sheep.
Bah! Curious. Despite your magic, the creature doesn't understand you. The smell of rot assaults your senses as the illusion vanishes. A diminutive creature sporting a red hat glares at you. He seems unaware that his illusion has failed.
You're not a sheep.
Nosy, scum-sucking, lice-ridden little ball bag! Get out! Or I bite tongue, eat tongue. Oh, delicious tongue.
All right, no need to get nasty.
Oh, precious baby loves to bleed you. Yes, turn your corpse into sponge. Lots of holes. Yes. Leave now, or I'll fill you with holes and more.
The brothers. I guess they didn't find their sister.
Eviscerated, no less. A seasoned killer's work.
Ah, stranger. Forgive the aroma.
You catch a waft of something foul, metallic, and sickly sweet.
Powdered iron vine. An old hunter's trick. Most monsters will think twice before making a meal of me.
You're a monster hunter? I'm surprised. I thought all Gur were vagrant cutthroats.
Pardon, but who or what is a Gur?
A mystical and dangerous people. We travel the land, never settling in one place. We steal your chickens, curse your crops, seduce your daughters. Your friend here has heard it all, I'm sure. I wish I had half the power settled folk think my people possess. Alas, I am a simple wanderer. a simple wanderer and monster hunter. But I'm no witch doctor or cutthroat.
So what monster are you hunting?
Something terrifying, no doubt. Dragon? Cyclops? Kobold?
Nothing so dramatic. I'm hunting for a vampire spawn. I fear he's gone to ground. I hope the hag of these lands can help me flush him out. If I can afford her blood price.
A vampire spawn? Why?
Everything all right?
Yes. Yes, fine. It's just specific. Why not kill the gnolls or goblins rampaging around here?
It is a sacred mission from the head of my tribe. She sent me here to capture the beast and return it to her.
Capture? And bring it where?
Baldur's Gate. My people wait for me there.
Under all the smiles, you can feel Astarion's tension. He's coiled like a spring, hand inching towards his weapon.
How do you capture a vampire exactly?
At night, of course. Beyond that, I will say no more. There are some trade secrets we cannot share.
How sensible. We should go, but you have fun tracking your monster.
Why not join us? We could use a monster hunter.
No, I mean, we have different quests. I wouldn't want to distract this fellow from his path any more than he'd want to lead us from ours.
The elf is right. I have my own road to walk. A road that leads me straight to a hag's den, alas. But I wish you well. Be safe.
Well, hello. What can I do for you?
It looked like you were almost ready to tear that monster hunter apart.
We're not wandering these wilds looking for stimulating conversations. Of course my knife was ready. The Gur are duplicitous. I've had my share of run-ins, so caution is only natural.
I don't want a crumb left on that plate, girl.
Auntie Ethel, please. One more bite and this pie is gonna come back up to say hello.
Don't make me get the wooden spoon. You're eating for two, so get to it. If it isn't the cheekiest pup of them all, you'd best have one hells of an apology for me, young man.
I won't apologize to such a wicked creature.
Oh, is it hard to see from up there on your high horse? If only you knew some of the horrors your pretty little gods had committed. You know, I was gonna give you a swift kick up the arse and show you the door, but I think you and I could have a bit of fun together. Gods grant me patience. Eat up, Mayrina. I won't say it again.
That's Mayrina. I have some bad news for her.
Keep that hole under your nose shut, or things will get messy.
Spill it. Mayrina deserves the truth.
What is it? What's going on?
Auntie Ethel killed your brothers.
That can't be true. Auntie Ethel.
They were being rude, and I detest rudeness.
You monster! The deal is off!
Enough! Away with you! Blessed silence at last. Some time in the cage should do her good. And you'll regret sticking your nose in my business.
finding my way.
This feels good.
I can just walk into homes now. This gets better and better.
Enjoy playing with your new friends. Bye-bye.
Hag can't have gone far. Let's see. Time to press ahead. Hag can't.
You are as thick as they come, sweetness. This is my personal playhouse, and you don't have an invite. Get out!
Tell me where Mayrina is.
Has that wriggler eaten your brain already? Leave. Or you'll end up in tonight's stew. You'll go nicely with Mayrina. She's already marinating. Ah!
Stop. Please.
What's that?
My sweet Callum, whose beloved art and his beauty never fade.
What is this place?
My darling Macron. She wished for the mind of a genius, but that silly head crushed me.
Stop, please. Please. No. No! Don't look. Mustn't look, mustn't see.
Are you alright?
I see it. What's to come? Me. Dead. Dead! Flesh rotten, bone shining!
I just see your reflection.
No. Future. Bone splitting. Knife twisting. Skull screaming. Future! Gods, don't hurt me! Oh, please. Please. Please, please, please!
What? Why would I hurt you?
Monster! Monster! For mind dripping, flesh peeling, mind flayer!
Look at me. I'm not a mind flayer.
No! No! Mind flayer! Get away! Get away!
My gentle Lauren.
Wait!
He wished to know what was to come.
Don't.
You feel crushing waves of fear as the presence within the door recoils. It can't let people through, not again.
What happened last time you opened?
Images flash. A man cowering, a bag open at his feet. Gold coins spilling onto the floor. His cries for mercy are cut short as the hag slices into him, dismembering him painstakingly, limb by limb. She cackles, the man's remaining flesh twisted and contorted, becoming the twisted surface of the door before you. Flee, you feel it cry.
I'm not afraid of that hag.
A scene appears in your mind. 2 paladins and a cleric marching through the door, shrouded in the glow of the divine. Weapons brandished, they charge into the hag's lair. Screams of terror pierce the air.
You let them in? Naughty. That's a decade for each. You're mine for 30 more years, Petal.
Alright, is there another way in?
You see an image of blue skies and sunshine as the door shudders a warning. Run.
If I kill the hag, you'll be free.
You see the hag. She walks through the door, its form shimmering. The lightest touch of hope brushes your mind as the presence within retreats.
A thief who tried to steal from Auntie. Now the good little pet guards my home.
Don't look. Don't! There, in the cage.
You come to my home, interfere in my business, and now have the gall to face me in the heart of my lair. You petulant bollocks! I'll rip your spine out your asshole! I'll use your blood to spice my stew! I'll keep you alive until I've sucked the marrow from your bones! And then I'll bring you back and do it all over again!
Stop it! Please! Let me go!
You want the girl so bad? Fine.
That girl hasn't got long, if you plan to save her. A better position.
Forever dauntless. Time to push my luck again.
Gods, it's hot in here.
Time to rest.
My dogs are barking. Can we rest?
I'm so stupid. How could I have trusted her? I almost gave that monster my child.
Why the hells would you even consider that?
That's what she wanted. My baby. And God, I was going to do it. For him. My husband. She was going to bring him back. Bring Connor back to life.
Your husband must have meant a great deal to you.
Connor would have done anything to save me. I had to do the same. I just wanted everything back. Back the way it was.
Ethel saw you were vulnerable. She took advantage.
It's my own fault for letting her. Look. I don't like owing people. Here. This socket is worth some coin.
Keep it. You don't owe me anything.
Really? That's... My husband gave it to me. I should take him home. His coffin is just upstairs. A decent burial is the least I can give him. Thank you. I don't think there's anyone else who would have saved me.
The charm on the hag's body flashes a faint glow.
Oh, you knuckle-dragging gobshite! You will bleed. You will choke on your own guts for this.
You're quite lively for a corpse.
I'm a hag, you little snot! You think I didn't plan for this? Death and I are old friends. But I won't be a corpse forever. That I can bloody promise you.
Tell me the truth. What did you want with Mayrina?
I didn't want the girl, sweetie. I wanted her babe. I would have gobbled it up and given birth to my very own hag daughter. To my guts she would have come. My blood, my bile. It would have been glorious.
What deal did you make with Mayrina?
The brat's husband is dead. So sad. She wanted me to bring him back to life. Little fool thought it would fix everything.
Why are you so cruel?
Please. It's you lot who come to me. All you do is want to be prettier, to be richer, to be loved. People are their own worst enemies, Petal. I just let them see it.
You're dead, and I'm not. Deal with it.
For now.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Gods! Didn't hear you coming. I know I should head home, but I can't bring myself to leave. The thought of putting him in a wheelbarrow and making the journey all over again. Please. Connor used to say only a fool turned down the divine.
Light wanes only to wax again, and though life fades, memory shall not.
He'd have liked that. Thanks. I can't believe it didn't work. That all of this was for nothing.
I found a wand. I think I can resurrect your husband.
What? You can?
You feel a surge of power from the wand. The air suddenly tastes acrid. It wants to be used.
Bring him back! Bring Connor back! Please! What? What's happening? Why is he still dead?
You feel something pull at you. The creature yearns for a master.
What have you done to him?
So the hag fulfills her promise. It can never be simple, can it?
Oh, this isn't what she promised! I wanted him back the way he was, not this!
We can always bury him again.
No! Don't put him in the ground! He is afraid of the dark. I'll do it. I'll take him.
Are you sure you want to do this?
I promised him I'd fix this. And I'm gonna. Maybe someone in Baldur's Gate can help us. I'll figure something out. Come on, love. Let's go.
Perhaps using Ethel's wand wasn't the best idea.
What happened, happened. Standing here arguing won't change it.